It's not working. Where do I go? Who do I call?
What's up, Harlem?
I'm Elias.
And I'm Tony, and this is HNN.
You never know what you're going to find behind the doors here at Harlem.
Yeah, but luckily all the crazy stuff just happens on HNN.
Yeah, and speaking of HNN, if you guys have any ideas that you'd like to see on the show, feel free to let us know.
And if you have a suggestion, listen up so you can see how you can help us.
Man, this sucks.
Well, if you got any better suggestions, drop one in the box.
Where's that at?
I'll show you. If you have any suggestions, make sure to leave a suggestion in the HNN box between the vending machines and the Husky store in the lunchroom.
It's that simple. If there's something that you want us to cover, feel free to leave it in the box in the comments.
Here at Harlem, we offer a number of different clubs for everyone to get involved. HNN has recently talked to members of Teach to show us what the club is all about.
So TEACH stands for Teaching and Education to Adolescents Concerning Homophobia. It was actually created by a student who was being bullied in school and felt the need to create a safe space for LGBT students. Some meetings are educational. We talk about LGBT topics of discussion, as well as learn about them. Others are times when we socialize. We might do a movie night where we watch an LGBT-themed movie, and just providing a safe space for LGBT students to hang out and be themselves. TEACH meets every second and fourth Thursday of the month in room E121.
So I joined TEACH because it was a place that, I could meet more people that were like me, because back 4 years ago, people didn't really openly go around talking about it.
I know a lot of people who are trans or lesbian or gay or whatever you can be who aren't exactly accepted at home, which is why we treat them like family here.
I think TEACH is important for us to have at Harlem because unfortunately, LGBT students are still being bullied in schools. We have a lot of anti-LGBT sentiment in this country, unfortunately, that we have to combat, homophobia and transphobia daily. And so allowing our students to have a safe space where they can be themselves when they sometimes can't be themselves at home or anywhere else is extremely important.
A big thanks to the members of TEACH for sharing with us.
Up next, a big congratulations to the boys bowling team for qualifying for state.
This year's gone really good. We're undefeated right now, going to our last match tomorrow. Hopefully we can pull off another win and go undefeated, win conference champs once again.
I've been on JV most of the time. This is the first year I've finally been able to step up and join the varsity division, which is really nice, and be able to finally go and experience what it really is like to go through everything, and it's been a great pleasure.
Once again, congratulations to the boys bowlers. Good luck at state.
Yeah, we know that they'll do good. What we don't know is who keeps breaking the cameras in the HNN studio.
But one student here at Harlem has made it their mission to figure it out. Who did it?
I've been called to Harlem to solve a case that's really been throwing the principals in a loop. Apparently somebody is breaking all the cameras used in media studies. Just so heartless. I need to find out who has been breaking these cameras.
Thank you so much for coming. I know you're both very busy people.
Oh, no problem. We are happy to help in whatever way. We want to get to the bottom of this.
As do I. So first, Mr. Stangy, you say you found the first camera last Tuesday?
Yeah, we found it in front of the...
Sorry, Nunum. I meant this question for Stangy.
Like she said, we found it in front of the green screen.
Jiminy Crickets, what happened to my camera?
And then the next thing I know, I saw Jasmine speaking to Miss Krill in the hall, and she kept looking at me. So I just assumed she knew something about it. So then I went right to, the office to report her.
You didn't see anyone else at the scene?
No, it was just that one kid.
Okay, Nunum, what happened yesterday?
All right, so I walked into the camera room. I heard two kids arguing. So I turned to look, and two more cameras were broken in the sound booth. I tried to flag them down to get their attention to ask them what happened, but they ran out of the room.
It says here that 2 cameras were found next to the audio equipment, not the sound booth.
Oh, did I say sound booth? I meant in front of the audio equipment. I didn't mean sound booth. My mistake.
No worries. You didn't try to flag down those students?
No, I let the office use the cameras to find them. I really hope you get to the bottom of this because we haven't had a grant for new equipment in years, and the cameras that are broken are prehistoric. So we need something.
I will do the best I can. Thank you both for coming. Thank you for meeting with me, Jasmine. Now, where were you last Tuesday, 4:35 p.m.?
Easy. I was waiting to talk to Miss Cruella.
What the barnacles is funny?
Oh, nothing.
What were you talking to her about?
Our final assignment.
Oh, what are you doing for it?
I'm still working on it, but it's gonna be a critique on the poverty struggle in America.
Mr. Strange reported when he came out and found the broken cameras, you looked at him and Miss Kurla repeatedly.
I was looking at him because he was screaming bloody murder in the camera room and then walked out yelling.
Who broke the camera? Did you break the camera? Did that person walking behind you break the camera? Who broke the camera? Is the person there? Who broke the camera?
Alright, thanks, Jasmine. Alright, Kelsey, thank you for coming today. Newnham reported that you and Richie were arguing, and she doesn't know what about.
Oh, I can't tell you that. It's personal.
Kelsey, you and your friends are going to be blamed for what happened to all those cameras if you don't tell me what happened.
Like I'm telling you, I made a promise, so I can't tell you. So, I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Okay, that's fine. I know where to find you. So Richie, you were arguing with Kelsey yesterday, and as you know, 2 cameras were broken yesterday. Did you and Kelsey have anything to do with it?
We didn't do that, we just had an argument.
About what again?
Oh, I can't say why.
You know, Kelsey said that too until I told her what she was getting charged with for breaking those cameras.
What will happen?
Well, first they make you pay around $500 for the damages of the cameras. Next, they'll probably suspend you or worse, expel you. This will go on your record.
Look, man, I'll tell you this. Some lady told us she would pay us $50 if we stood in the bunker and argued at that time. So.
Why?
Because the person that made us told us they would break our knees Tanya Harding style. Thank you, but I like my knees.
Well, since you won't tell me, you're of no use to me. Get out of my sight.
Okay, whatever then with your dorky notebook.
This is just not making any sense to me. There's just too much I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not Jasmine. They're just an indecisive art student. But who knows? But who made Richie and Kelsey argue at that time and place? And between Nuno messing up where she found the cameras and not trying to track down the students, there's just something missing.
That's it. Mr. Taylor, y'all found out who the camera breaker is. First, let me say that this case has been very confusing since the very beginning. I just knew something was missing. I've come to realize that my gut feeling was right once again. Administrator Miss Noonan is a serial camera breaker. You know, Noonan, everybody has a tell. You know what your tell is? Interrupting. You broke the first camera and hoped that Jasmine would take the blame. But when that didn't work out, you tried to blackmail Richie and Kelsey. That's a new low.
Fine, yes, it was me. I broke the camera.
What were you expecting to do?
We need better equipment down here. No one was listening to what I was saying, so I thought that they would listen to my actions. It was working until they hired you.
Okay, folks, that's enough. Detective, thank you for clearing this up. Miss Noonan, I think we should have a talk in my office.
I was so close. I almost had them fooled.
Detective Darius!
And that's the show, Harlem. Like us on Facebook,
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
and follow us on TikTok.
Detective.
Email Mrs. Crusoe if you have any questions. Today in Husky Athletics, the girls' freshman basketball team is playing.
One, two, three.
I'm still keeping those $50 though.
Yeah, me too.
Me when I eat Darius munchkin donuts.